Mallory. Ready? Testing. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, if at any time you feel fatigue due to today's heat, we actually have the field house open where you can have a few minutes to yourself in the air conditioning and get some water if that is needed. And please, as a courtesy, if we could please silence all cell phones. And welcome to the 109th annual commencement of Cotulla High School. We'll now have Mallory Garcia with our invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bow your heads. Almighty God, we all graduates, family, friends, faculty, staff, trustees, honored guests, stand on the shoulders of giants today as we pause to give you thanks. Those who have gone before us here at Cotulla High School, whose scholarship, lives, legacy created this beloved place. Those whose encouragement and generosity have made this possible. Those whose investments of money, time, and talent have made a way for us to achieve. Be with us now as we enter this graduation ceremony, and more importantly, our futures that are filled with hope. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. We are deeply honored to have you here with us this evening. We ask that all of you rise as the Cotulla High School Mighty Cowboy Band plays our national anthem.
On behalf of the entire Cotulla High School community, it is my distinct honor to welcome each of you to the 109th annual commencement of Cotulla High School. We would like to welcome I.S.D. Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, staff, proud parents, family, and friends. A special welcome to our guest speaker who is here this evening to share this memorable event with us. Thank you.
We would like to take a moment to recognize the following platform guests. We would like for these individuals to stand as their name is called. I.S.D. Administration, Dr. Jack Seals, Superintendent of Schools. Alfredo Vela, Finance Director. Heather Ramirez, Federal Programs Coordinator, Instructional Facilitator. Erika Ramos, Curriculum Instructor. Board of Trustees, Dionisio Ramirez Jr., President. Scott Reese, Vice President. Thomas Childers, Secretary. Kim Hoff, Member. Jamie L. Whitwell, Member. Raquel N. Yanez, Member. CHS Administration and Faculty. Dr. Scott Norris, CHS Principal. Frank Guerra, CHS Assistant Principal. Nelda Garcia, Senior Sponsor. William Ziller, Senior Co-Sponsor. And our guest speaker, Mr. Oscar Salazar. At this time, I would like for our dedicated Cotulla High School counselors, faculty, and staff who are sitting with my fellow graduates to please rise. Please join me in a round of applause for our CHS counselors, faculty, and staff. Thank you for all you have done for us.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2019, we would like to take a few moments to thank all of the scholarship contributors who have awarded the class of 2019 scholarships for our higher education. We look forward to our future challenges and successes as we leave Cotulla High School to pursue college, technical school, military, or the world of work. Thank you. Good evening. It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker. Oscar Salazar walked the halls of Cotulla High School for the first time in August 2007. While in high school, he received immediate support and guidance from his counselors and some key teachers. Oscar found himself a safe haven at Cotulla High School and flourished as a determined, well-rounded student, which would lead him to graduating CHS to pursue higher education. He is an avid concert goer and a world traveler. Oscar says what makes him feel the most fulfilled in life is when he is able to make a difference in the lives of the individuals around him, whether they be friends, family members, or the UIW students he works with, just like his CHS teachers and counselors did for him. Oscar graduated from Cotulla High School in 2011 with distinguished honors and numerous accolades. He graduated in 2014 with his bachelor's degree in communications and journalism from the University of Incarnate Word in San Antonio, Texas. Oscar serves as an admissions counselor at his alma mater and will be graduating with his master's degree in December 2019. Oscar is here this evening to share with you some insight on what he has learned on his journey thus far and give you some inspiration for your next chapter in life. Please welcome me in a round of applause for Mr. Oscar Salazar.
Thank you, Krista and Linda, for that introduction. Did you write that? I remember introducing the guest speaker at my high school graduation, so this moment is kind of really surreal for me. It's true, you get up here and your heart starts beating fast and you start sweating even more than I already am. All right, well, hi everyone, good evening. Let me just start off by saying, wow, what a great crowd. It's really nice to see a lot of familiar faces here today. I can feel the good energy that's surrounding our special graduates tonight. To Superintendent Seals, Board of Trustees, distinguished platform guests, dedicated faculty, proud parents, brothers, sisters, tios, tias, cousins, friends, and most importantly, to the shining graduates of the Cotulla High School class of 2019. Thank you for the honor of speaking here to you tonight. I am truly thrilled and humbled to be here sharing this moment with you. Actually, this is probably one of the most exciting things I've ever been asked to do. I always hoped that one day I would get the opportunity to come back and speak to one of the graduating classes. but I didn't think it would be only after 8 years of having sat right where you're sitting today. And that reminds me, I have to plan my 10-year class reunion soon. That'll be fun. In preparation for tonight, I came to realize that I've sat through quite a few ceremonies like this one with important guest speakers. And frankly, I don't remember what most of them said. So tonight, if you get some useful life advice from me, or remember nothing that I said, know that you can watch this online at a later time to increase my number of followers on Instagram and views on YouTube. The whole idea of these commencement addresses is that individuals are supposed to get up here and share some thoughts on how each one of you might live a good life or survive in the real world. But truth be told, it's not that easy. Because life is so complex and each of your paths are heading in a different direction, I can't stand up here and tell you how you may live your life the right way or even which road you should take. There isn't a straight line to follow. In fact, it's quite the opposite. So I started brainstorming randomly, like everything else in this speech, with these semi-cliche questions of, what would I tell my 18-year-old self, and what made me the person I am today? But the truth is, it's not about the answers to these questions or about the honors I received in high school or college or even now. It's not about how many countries I've traveled to, 10. It's about the journey. We all have one. Each of ours unique. So today, as you sit, ready to blast off into the next chapter of your life, and as you're fueled with feelings of determination and joy, keep in mind that each of you were born with a gift to share with each other and the world. It's your job to figure out that gift. It may not come to you right away, but in time, you will find it. P.S. I'm still working on finding mine. Growing up in Cotulla, I always remember saying, can't wait to get out of here, and I don't like it, or what's so great about growing up here? Thoughts you might have also had before, right? Don't lie. Having been raised in this small town is something that I didn't appreciate back then, but in retrospect, I'm glad it happened. Getting to be part of such a close-knit community isn't something that everyone can say that they had the chance to experience. Being a small-town kid really shaped the person who I've become, and I know it's done the same for you. When I think of the most important thing I've learned from this experience, the one that always resounds with me the most is the importance and power of human connection, relationships. The simplicity of just knowing the people around you, friends, teachers, family, the store clerks at Family Dollar or Country Store, just a little bit more than you might have had you grown up in a bigger place. Clint Smith said, this idea of shared humanity and the connections that we make with one another, that's what, in fact, makes life worth living. Take that notion of building important relationships with those around you and apply it to the rest of your life. Don't be ashamed of your small-town beginnings or family background. Own it. It's all part of the bigger picture. It's all content for your life's book, and it will inspire others. As an adolescent, I always knew and felt that I was surrounded with the love and support of my family. That never did falter. But I was never given any talks about pursuing my dreams or getting an education not because my family didn't support this idea. They just didn't know that these were the types of conversations that I would have benefited from. And as a kid, I really didn't know that this was something other kids thought about, dreams, goals, etc. That's not something that all small-town kids grow up hearing. And if you did, that's great. But if you didn't, like me, that's okay too. Even if your small-town experience wasn't ideal, don't allow yourself to be defined by these circumstances, by any circumstances. That same boiling water that softens potatoes also hardens eggs. It's all about what you're made of, not your circumstances. Your circumstances don't define where you can go. They merely determine where you can start. As was mentioned in the introduction, in high school I was lucky enough to have made some special connections with some key teachers and 2 counselors that really did help change the trajectory of my life. All of which, whom are like family now, are sitting next to you tonight or in the stands. Take the time to thank those people that have impacted your life. To those teachers and counselors, and to my family and friends, thank you for all the support you've given me and the immeasurable amount of guidance, love. I wouldn't be here today without you. But enough about me. Just kidding. If there is one thing that I learned when I was in your shoes that I've carried with me, besides the importance of building relationships, it was the understanding that success, large or small, arrives to those that are determined enough to work hard and fight for what they want. Pretty simple, right? You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to be determined enough to get there. Don't doubt yourself. Don't ever think that you don't deserve success. You deserve it just as much as anyone else who is willing to work for it. I want to share the story of the frog in the well, the condensed version. The frog that lives in the well thinks to himself or herself, I know everything there is to know about life. I know everything there is to know about the sky. I know every star. This is it. The frog thinks this because this is all the frog has ever known. But one day, the frog decides to jump out of the well and then realizes there's so much more to life that he had no idea existed. He's mind blown. That's how life is. Just because we've been confined to this well most of our lives, we have to realize at some point there's more out there to see, explore, and discover. Right now, you're like that frog. Much prettier, of course. You are in the well. So just like that frog, I want you to leap without hesitation. Don't wait until you feel ready, because you're never going to feel 100% ready. Do it anyways. Take that first leap and see where you can land. Small steps lead to big accomplishments. By the time I was in your shoes, sitting on this same field in your shiny maroon and gold, I was sure I knew who I was and what I wanted in life. And truth is, I still had no idea. Every person sitting here has some sort of vision for their life. Whatever plans you have after graduation, whatever dream you wish to fight for, get that job, work for the family business, go to college, build the next best video game, travel the world, or even if you're still trying to figure out that path. My hope is that you do these things for no one other than for yourself. I've seen many people follow the paths that maybe their parents or family members laid flat for them. And at the end of the day, this did not fulfill their purpose or make them happy. When you allow someone else to tell you what you need to do or should do with your life, you're resisting your true passion and calling, which is something that only you can figure out. Do not live your life for someone else. Do not live someone else's dream that they've had for you, or a dream that they didn't get a chance to pursue for themselves. I feel some parents looking at me with those large emoji eyes right now. But what I'm saying should ring true with you. It's advice that has been given to my friends and I constantly, advice that I've read and heard, and I feel that it's something that each of us should really take to heart. Others might question your path, but that's okay. Not everyone has to understand it. Never follow someone else's path. Do the things that are going to make you happy, and trust that you innately know what's best for yourself. Y'all know that song, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco? Had to have high. Okay, I'm not going to sing the rest. Y'all know which song I'm talking about. So part of the chorus says, had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling. I was going to be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. This song serves as a reminder that we should all have high hopes and expectations of and for ourselves. So do that. And when you're in those moments, when your high hopes and dreams have not yet become a reality, keep pushing forward. Like the song says, burn your biographies and rewrite your history. Believe in yourself enough to be that one in a million, and always keep those high hopes. It can be intimidating when you look at the success of your friends or peers. Don't be discouraged by what they've achieved while you're still on your way. Which brings me to my next point. A lot of the younger generation is wrapped up with how many likes or snaps or shares you're getting. And it's okay to want more. In fact, that's great. High hopes, right? But you should also keep in mind that life isn't a race. Everyone has their own timeline. Don't drown in comparing yourself to others. Allow yourself time and space to grow into who you're becoming every day. Don't get caught up in how you think things are supposed to be. Let life happen for you the way it's intended to. Be grateful. Be grateful and give thanks to your higher power every day that you are here and getting a chance to experience life. No, not all situations will be ideal. There will be hurdles and roadblocks. That's true for everyone. I can't tell you how many interviews I thought I aced, only to receive that, "Thank you for applying, but we regret to inform you," email. Or how many girls rejected me, probably because I didn't have that six-pack. Yes, I know, it's hard to believe that I've suffered those pains too. Like that time I didn't get hired at the TV station after completing what I thought was an amazing internship. Why wouldn't they want to hire me, right? Or when I knew I was going to get that job at my university as soon as I graduated. And guess what? I didn't. I ended up back here in Cotulla working and feeling a little embarrassed, to be honest. But not getting what I wanted at that time is exactly what was supposed to happen. That fueled me even more to work harder to get what I wanted. And 6 months after that, I ended up eventually getting the job at the University of the Incarnate Word, and I'm still there almost 4 years later. I get the opportunity every day to give my students guidance and support just like I was given. I get to pay it forward. When failure or rejection does happen, that is just life pushing you in another direction. So find that silver lining, that positive thing in each of your experiences, and embrace the twists and unexpected turns. Be grateful for the people who love you, support you, and push you. Those that are always in your corner cheering for you. If you surround yourself with people who believe in you, it makes you want to believe in yourself that much more. Those individuals that lift you up, those are your people. Choose them wisely. Don't worry about what others are trying to prove. It's not about them. It's about you. So prove yourself right. Too often we fail to remember that everyone around us is always trying to figure it out for themselves. Yes, even your parents. Not everyone has it figured out yet. And even if it looks like it on the outside, hello. And if someone tells you they have this thing we call life figured out, well, ask if they can teach you a thing or two. If you ever find yourself feeling any sort of lost or scared of what is to come, just know that those feelings are normal and they're a constant part of life. I was feeling exactly that way last week, and I'm supposed to have it all together, right? Don't ever tell yourself that you can't do something, even when you're in a tough situation. I'm still learning now that life doesn't always go as planned, and that's okay, because more often than not, life is leading us in a much better way than we had planned anyways. You all have been through some exhilarating ups and maybe some overwhelming downs. And let me tell you, that thing that you thought you wouldn't survive, you did. That history class with Mr. Garcia that you thought you wouldn't pass, you did. Even if it was with a C+ like me. This is just the beginning. In this moment, your life is packed with possibility and opportunity. I am here to remind you that while this is your finish line, it is also your starting line. So wave high that flag of yours and start your next sprint. You have the ability to make your life whatever you want it to be. So do it. So put it out there in the universe. Write it down. Visualize your dreams coming true and know that you can have all that you desire. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. You just have to decide. But it's what you decide to do that will forge your path forward. As far as my story goes, well, it's just like yours. Just like everyone's story sitting here. It is still being written. So stay tuned for what is to come and be excited for your future. I'd like to close with a few words from Jennifer Lopez that I live by, because her story is much like the one you are building for yourself. That of humble beginnings, dreams, hope, and the drive to succeed. I quote, "Have faith, dream big, think big, and know that anything is possible. You never know where you might end up." Cotulla High School class of 2019, as this night shows, there is so much more to look forward to. I, along with everyone else, are cheering you on. Go out and live your life. We only have one. Congratulations.
Costellinga? Supposed to be Costellinga? Never mind. Okay. At this time, we would like to welcome to the stage our Cotulla High School class of 2019 salutatorian, Elisa Gonzalez. She will deliver the salutatory address.
If I could tell my younger self where she'd be today, I can say for certain that she wouldn't believe me. I knew the day would come when I'd finally walk across the stage, but I could never imagine being honored with the title of salutatorian. The journey that led me here was truly a difficult one. Still, even when times were tough, I remember that I wasn't alone. So many people have guided me along the way, and I couldn't have reached this goal without them. First, I'd like to thank my parents for their unwavering support in all of my endeavors. Mom, Dad, I'm beyond grateful for your constant presence and involvement in my life. Thank you for showing your love for me in whatever way you can, whether it be listening to my problems, giving me advice, or just doing nice things for me to brighten up my day. You've both sacrificed so much for my well-being, and I want you two to know that those sacrifices were not in vain. Tonight, I share the honor of my achievements with you. Next, I'd like to give thanks for all of the teachers and faculty members who gave me the tools to succeed, those who watched me even after I had left the classrooms. To Mrs. Allen, thank you for never giving up on me, for being by my side when it came to my science classes, preparation for UIL and the county fair, and everything else in between. To Ms. Robin Jones, thank you for following my achievements throughout the years, as well as staying in constant contact with my mom to prepare her for being the mother of a future Longhorn. To Ms. Marlene Maldonado, thank you for being someone I could confide in when life got rough, and for looking out for me throughout all of high school, and also for letting me get those juice boxes from the refrigerator in your office. Yes, I had to mention that, because even the little things that you've done for me went a long way. And there are so many other great teachers that I could go on about, but overall, I'm grateful for all of them and the lessons they taught me, both in and out of school. Finally, I'd like to thank all my friends for staying by my side and keeping me going. From the alumni I once called my upperclassmen friends, who were something like older siblings to me and guided me through high school when I was first working things out, to all the underclassmen I've befriended over the years, to anyone who's ever helped me with my homework or given me rides to and from school when I needed it, or who encouraged me when I doubted myself, I give my thanks to you. I'll never forget the time we spent together and all the memories we made along the way. And now that I've reminisced on the past, it's time to start looking forward. Tonight we stand here, ready to start a new chapter in our lives. Though we may not know what the future holds for us, I have one thing I'd like to say to my fellow graduates. Remember who you are. No matter where your dreams take you, don't lose sight of yourself. Until then, I wish you luck. And to all of those who came out here to support and celebrate my fellow graduates and I, thank you and good night.
Thank you, Elisa. Now we would like to welcome to the stage our Cotulla High School class of 2019 valedictorian, Dylan Denayuka.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous, but just bear with me. I'm gonna get through this. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First off, I would like to thank the Academy. Oh wait, wrong speech, my bad, I'm sorry. I'd actually like to start off by saying thank you to the man upstairs. Without him, nothing would be possible. All glory to God. I would like to thank all the faculty and staff of Cotulla High School, from Dr. Norris all the way down to the custodians. All these faculty and staff have played a vital role in all our lives in education. I'd like to extend a personal thank you to Coach Gabe Perez for being another father figure in my life. I'll always love you, Coach. Next, I'd like to thank all my friends that are sitting in front of me. I consider all the class of 2019 my friends, as they helped me get through high school. In particular, I would like to thank Tyrese and Johnny, aka the Xbox Squad. I'd like to thank Haley, even though all I am is just a mo to you. Aaliyah, I would consider the mom of the group. Reagan, hook 'em horns. And finally, Coach Raines, who, by the way, it's his birthday today. And Army Strong George. All of you have had my back since day one. Whenever I needed a good laugh, needed help on my homework, or even just needed a shoulder to lean on, I knew I could count on y'all. Y'all are more like family to me. I love y'all. And I don't know if y'all old people in the crowd, y'all know what Twitter is, but it was brought to my attention that one of my other friends had wanted a shout out to the valedictorian speech. So here it is. Thank you, Malachi. Shout out to you. Good luck in Kansas. Finally, I would like to thank my family members. Nowadays, family is all that you got. I want to thank my Tia Christina and Tio Mario and their two little tornadoes that they call their children. I'd also like to thank my Tio Bert, Tia Melissa, and their band of misfits. I'd like to thank my Grandma Maria for being a mother figure in my life, and also my Grandma Macera. Thank you, Mom, for supporting me in everything that I do. Thank you, Nano and Angie, for being the best siblings I could ask for. Lastly, I would like to thank the old man right here sitting in the front. Surprised he didn't bring his cane here. This man has sacrificed a lot of time, money, and energy in order to see his kids happy and successful. Even though we do not show it, your children are very grateful for you and everything you do for us. Thank you, Dad. All right, class of 2019, we did it. We're finally graduated, but what now? Life is going to be very challenging from here on out, but we're prepared. As we go through college, trade school, or the workforce, just know that we have each other. As cliche as it sounds, life is truly a roller coaster. You're going to have some really high highs, along with some really low lows. In my opinion, success is not defined when you're on those high highs, but actually determined from the lows. When you're in those lows, are you just going to give up and hop off that roller coaster? Or are you going to find a way out of that hole? Just know that there will always be a way out. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. If you're in trouble, seek for help. Don't struggle in silence. Well, class of 2019, it's been a very good ride. I wish all of y'all the best in y'all's future endeavors. Don't consider this a goodbye, but rather see y'all soon. This is Dylan signing off. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dylan. We will now have Dr. Jack Seals, who will certify the Cotulla High School class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon. I ask that the Cotulla High School graduating class of 2019 please rise. Members of the board, platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present the Cotulla High School class of 2019. Each member of this graduating class has completed the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the Cotulla Independent School District. I certify that these students have met the requirements for their high school diploma. I further certify that their requirements have been reviewed and approved by the faculty, and these students are recommended to receive diplomas confirming their achievement on this day, June 7th, 2019. Congratulations.
Okay, we will miss you, class of 2019, but now it is your moment. I invite our CISD Superintendent, Dr. Jack Seals, and our CISD Board of Trustees, right, that's what, and Mr. Salazar to please stand, and we will begin awarding the Cotulla High School class of 2019 diplomas.
Usually it's the board and then we're at the television. So Dennis is there.
That way, right?
Well, I've got to be out of the way of the picture. Put it over here.
Okay. Our first name, Dylan Ray Denayuka.
Congratulations, brother. Back here.
Take the picture. Take the picture.
There you go.
Good.
Elisa Adriana Gonzalez. Take a picture right here. Mallory Michelle Garcia. Tyrese Rashawn Perkins. Aliyah Andrea Bustamante. Cristalinda Analia Garza. Leah Eufemia de la Rosa. Haley Elizabeth Ramirez. Reagan James Leone. Alexia Michaela Agüero. Michaela Amaris Agüero. Michaela Herminia Alvarado. Isaiah Joseph Alvarez. Carlos Ayala Jr. Felicia Jeanne Benavides. Lorenzo Ray Bernal. John Paul Borrego. Francisco Javier Chávez Jr. Christian Cruz. Christine Angela Cruz. You got sparkles. You got sparkles. Jocelyn Renee Davis. Ruby De Leon. Elizabeth Christine DePieri. Kiana Haley Igia. I did it. Marcus Aaron Espinosa. Elizabeth Amber Flores. Jason James Flores. Miriam Magali Gamboa Rodriguez. Alejandro Erasmo Garcia. Davin Ray Garcia. Duran Garcia. Jamie Alexandria Garcia. Mario Hugo Garcia Jr. Ryan Oscar Garcia. Gerardo Carizales Garza. Kaylee Ray Garza. Anthony Carlos Gonzalez Jr. Jorge Adrian Gonzalez Jr. Victoria Ray Gonzalez. Paola Yanet Hernandez. Pauline Inocencio. Kimberly Celine Jennings. Ernesto Felipe Lara. Kimberly Maria Lara. Monique Alicia Lopez. Mariah Alisa Luna. Brandon Rains Martinez. Edward James Martinez. Eliza, right? Eliza Marie Martinez. Joseph Martinez. Lillian Beth Martinez. Tatiana Celeste Melendez. Sorry. Alexia Victoria Miranda. Giovanni Narvaez. Katrina Nieves. Joanna Nieto. Bianca Marie Nunez. Sienna? Okay. Baldomero Ortega. Sienna Andrea Ortiz. Carlos Manuel Pedroso. Josué Jael Pérez. Daniela Andres Quintero. George David M. Ramirez. Harley Ramirez. Janessa Janelle Ramirez. Jarek Anthony Ramirez. Sebastian Robert Ramirez. Vanessa Nadine Ramirez. Isania Rian Ramirez. Jolissa Janae Rangel. Eliana Renteria. Jaime Eliseo Rios. William Henry Roth III. Genevieve Cheyenne Rodriguez. Jason Anthony Rodriguez. Malachi John Romez. Fernando Reese II. Bobby Eugene Sackett Jr. Ileana Isabel Salazar. Raúl Saldívar Jr. Brittany R. Sanchez. Juan Bernardo Sanchez. Martin Riley Segura. Martin. Jaime Rene Sosa. Jasmine Renee Sosa. Julissa Corey Soto. Keandra Cameron Teneyuka. Jasper Williams Triplet. Juan Lorenzo Valles. Mariana Vasquez Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Got everybody? Okay, everybody be seated.
All right, we get to go back. Now let's play musical chairs.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, 2019 Cotulla High School Cowboys and Cowgirls. If you would reach over with your right hand and grab your tassel and move it to the other side of your cap, that officially signifies for your tassel. Now if you have your senior ring, if you would turn it around to where it faces the opposite way, where people can read it as they look at your hand. Those are the last two things you need to do to officially qualify you as graduates. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. I would like to have Ms. Haley Ramirez please come up here now.
Each graduate is wearing a Cotulla High School Store of Gratitude. The Store of Gratitude symbolizes a graduate's appreciation for a person who has helped them throughout their academic years through moral support, unconditional love, and wisdom. The class of 2019 would like to take a moment to say, thank you so much for helping us make it through, for your guidance, support, and love. Thank you for making it possible for me to succeed. I didn't do this alone. We will now pass on our souls of gratitude, hug and thank the special people in our lives who have helped us along the way.
Always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our futures in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be tears. I never thought I'd walk away. There's so much joy, so much pain, and it's so hard to say goodbye.
Why are they coming down? What do I do? Reagan, Leonie. Reagan. Where's Reagan? Is that? Reagan. Reagan. The Cotulla High School senior band members will join the Cotulla High School Mighty Cowboy Band for their first performance, or for their final performance. This is a special moment for the seniors who have participated and received numerous awards in band through their high school years. When the MCB plays our alma mater, we would like for everyone to please stand up and sing the words with us.
I did. What thing was going to fall off? Don't worry.
Dr. Norris says we have to stand up.
Yeah, we have to play the album. We got to do the C, man.
We're going to play their last song, and then they play the album. Oh.
Outdoor meetings. That's awesome.
Hey. You're supposed to be the class officer. Oh. The officer. So they do that.
I said we better not be losing. We don't have an opponent, man. We're in big trouble.
Oh my god.
We'll get there.
Maybe there's switches underneath. I want to put it on her hat. Only this.
On behalf of the class of 2019, we would like to thank Mr. Oscar Salazar for his inspirational words.
Oh, great.
To our class sponsors, Nelda Garcia, William Ziller, and Jesus Garza. Throughout our 4 years of high school, we've been blessed with amazing teachers and staff here at Cotulla High School. One individual stood out among the others, being that she took on an even bigger role than just being our English teacher. Our head sponsor of the class of 2019, Ms. Nelda Garcia, is a person that has been like a second mom to each and every one of us. She does so much behind the scenes that most individuals don't even realize what she does. She doesn't stand alone, and the class of 2019 knows that. We had the pleasure of having two awesome co-sponsors, which were Mr. Garza and Mr. Ziller. These three individuals made the utmost difference in our lives. They are one of the main reasons behind us having such a fantastic senior trip to the Bahamas. And such a smooth running year. From the bottom of our hearts, please know that we love and appreciate everything you've done for us. We can't possibly thank you enough for the long hours you spent at concession stands, fundraisers, class meetings, and even board meetings for Mr. Ziller. I know these little gifts are nothing in comparison to what you've given us, but I know that my mom always tells me that her kids are the greatest gifts that she could have ever asked for. So, lucky for y'all, y'all got the best 86 gifts. Thank y'all, and we love each and every one of y'all. Could our class sponsors please come to the stage?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
That was embarrassing.
I know.
Do y'all have the cards too?
Where are the cards?
One of them.
Where are the gift cards?
They're here. These things.
Guess those things. Thank you.
I know we're going to fall off this.
Oh, your mom. I go that way.
Yeah, are you next?
On behalf
behalf of the class of 2019, we would like to thank Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends for attending the Cotulla High School 109th commencement exercises. It has truly been a privilege to attend Cotulla High School. I would like for my fellow graduates to please stand. Are you ready to throw your caps in the air? Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
No. The band. The recession. Recessional? It just says recession. We're ready for the recessional, please. Get in your line.
Go back the way you came. Everybody get up. Go that way.
Okay, yes.
Everybody get up. We're going to lead them out. We'll go back this way.
We're gonna go that way? All right, we'll follow you. You gonna wait for the music or what?
Mr. Martinez, ready? Okay, we're ready.
They're gonna play music, we're gonna walk out, and then we were done.
They're waiting for music. Are they putting the music on?
Toque, toque.
Are they waiting for something?
Nobody's up here, no?